It's a little thought on the state's motion in limine to get this Amazon click history thrown out. But this stands out to me in their argument. It says Mr. Kohberger believes the state intends to use Amazon evidence to prove elements of its case. To allow such in the face of the explanation above and the failure to disclose would be unconstitutional and in violation of the rules of evidence. So basically they're saying it's incomplete Amazon data and click activity. They're saying it's cherry-picked. Cherry-picking specific clicks or purchases out of a click history removes all of the context explained above. So here's some of what they're talking about. They're saying in this case, the state's refining or limiting the Amazon click activity to a specific click or a specific item, excludes data, takes things out of context, and could tell a completely inaccurate story to cause the jury to speculate about intent. And it goes on to say the data produced does not identify the purchaser through means other than by name or credit card, nor does it identify the device from which the item was purchased. And the footnote is talking about, simply receiving a package. Basically, it's not saying who the purchaser was, etc. It kind of has me wondering. After I read all the motions in limine that were posted today, I actually felt even stronger that he's guilty. I didn't think I would. But these defense motions have just made me feel like there's even more to this than what I've heard, than what other people have been told, etc. But this Amazon thing, now we've been told early on, rumor, that the grand jury was told he purchased a K-bar. Now, I have never put much stock into that because I'm one of those people that I either need to hear it from an official source, so from a law enforcement officer or somebody that worked on the case, or see it in black and white in a court document. I have neither. I haven't been told that officially, and I haven't seen it in black and white. However, what kind of got things going in my head this afternoon was seeing that they think they're going to use this Amazon history to prove elements of their case. That would tell you that what's ever in his search history and purchase history is not benign. If it could be used to try to prove an element of a murder case, then that's telling you that this wasn't searches for Hershey's candy bars or for socks or for books on tape or any number of household things like light bulbs or, chewing gum. That tells you that the search history and the purchases, well, I'm not going to say it because I still haven't seen it in black and white. Okay? Nor have I been told by anybody in law enforcement officially. But you know what I'm thinking. If it's that out of context, then what would be the problem with it being introduced? Clearly, it's something that they're worried would not be out of context to a jury. Okay, the second thing I noticed was when they did their motions to suppress, they tried to get the Amazon warrant thrown out by saying it was too broad, that it wasn't narrow enough. But now in the motion of limine, they're trying to say it was cherry-picked and narrowed down to a specific date range. So what is it? Was the Amazon search too broad? Or did the prosecution narrow in on some searches and purchases that are actually relevant? Now, don't get me wrong, I understand a defense attorney's job is to do whatever she can to get her client off. And I don't begrudge Anne that. But I am stating what I feel, and I feel there's something going on here that they don't want the jury to see because they know it is relevant, not that it's incomplete and out of context. So, fortunately, that's why we have judges, and Hippler will look at this and decide if it's going to stay in or not. But I am curious what these searches and purchases are that are mentioned, because it's also starting to feel like, oh, I didn't do that. Must have been my dad. Must have been my sister. Must have been my mom. Because they've made it a point in this motion to say it could have been somebody else in the household. Yeah.